Well, good news is I found the button. Bad news is it needed to put it into a window to take the picture, which cut the recording. So we didn't miss anything. I just have to start a separate video now because I can't be bothered to edit. Right, so okay, so he just kind of said it weird and then said it clear. The man pauses, eyes roving across the inside of his site code, probably matching my name and image to the Isamu database. I managed to catch a glimpse of the badge pinned to his chest, which bears Police Captain Katsu Kobayashi in bold, clear-cut letters. Police Captain? Why is there a police captain in the forest? You're an academy student. A sudden prompt snaps me back to reality. Yes. What are you doing here? I work to speak past the lump in my throat. I'm looking for a friend. His eyes clearly darken in suspicion. In the Isamu forest. Yes. I want to bite back, to say something sarcastic, but I'm barely capable of registering sound, much less applying witty repartee. Fuck you, English. Katsu taps at his site code, turning to speak to someone over intercom. Yeah, kid, academy student. Number. Non-hostile so far. Understood. So far. He whips back to me, hands still hovering over his baton. I instinctively shrink back, trying to stay coherent. What's your friend's name? Oh, Shigeru. Shigeru Enomoto? No, Rui Hayata. What's wrong with me? Rui. She's been missing since last night, yesterday night, 11:30 p.m. I saw the news, and I thought, fuck. Everything coming out of my mouth sounds stilted and contrived. My hands are shaking on the top of my head. Is Shigeru gonna come and bail me out? How do you know Shigeru Enomoto? I don't. I do. I know her. Yeah, so I gathered. How? Case. Witness something. Touches the tip of his site code and frowns. You are not listed as a witness for any cases within the past 5 years, much less under Shigeru Enomoto. Panic bubbles in my stomach and out my mouth. I'm her assistant. You can ask her. What business would Enomoto have in the Isamu forest? I don't know. Just stop. Stop it all. Look, Yama Ishimoto, I'm not sure you're aware of your position. Given the circumstances of this morning, you're currently our primary suspect. And what? He snorts in disbelief, but pauses, his attention suddenly turning to his site code. Superintendent, I believe that... Oh, Shigeru's unverified, hence my suspicions. Remarkable. Understood, sir. He looks to me, eyebrows set in clear distrust. Huh. Enomoto substantiated your claim. You're cleared. Regardless, you must vacate these premises. Nice. My head is still spinning. So little that I understand right now. Primary suspect this morning? Vacate the premises. Oh, she dies, doesn't she? I just... Like, the way the story's been put together just snapped together to make sense in my mind. She's gonna... No, man. Simply put, you're standing in the midst of a crime scene without clearance. Get out. You gotta tell me twice. My body acts before my mind does. Instinctively rush away without a word. Walking on autopilot. Crime scene. Forest was a crime scene, and I was in the middle of it. They find a body. Are the disappearances actually murders? It's only when I return to the city that I come to my senses. Rui's still missing. Furthermore, I didn't learn anything useful from the Isumu forest. Nothing close to what Shigure insinuated I might learn. If anything, I just made myself a top suspect on the police list. No, you learned stuff, you just haven't put it together yet. What the hell did I experience in that forest? That wasn't a lapse. In fact, I'd never come across something like that before. Maybe somebody drugged you. That person that was, like, texting you. The closest thing to which I might liken it is being high or drunk, but I don't have a proper frame of reference for either. So what could have caused it? Aside from that, something far more important, Rui's absence. Could she really have been kidnapped? Could she be dead and I wouldn't even know about it? Fragments of my vision in the forest return to me, but I shake them away. No, she's gotta be fine. I jump as my phone suddenly trills. Despite my calm process of thought, it seems like I'm still on edge. It's gonna be Shigure. Because she just had to bail us out. Verbally. Nope. Yay! Wait, what if we're hallucinating this now? Top of the morning, Commander. Rui's just returned to home base. Thought you'd like to know. Rui's fine. No disappearances. No, call her. Get proof of life. That was anticlimactic. Still, where's she been? Why didn't she tell me she was okay? Get proof of life. What's up with all the spam? Told you I'd be gone all morning. Anger burns through my veins and I jam my phone in my pocket. Spam? You should know what I went through this morning? One little text, it's all I needed. I'm fine, I'm okay. Shit, even go back to sleep, Yama. No, it's not her fault. She did say she'd be gone all morning. Damn, I'm a wreck. Now what? I'm gonna stop guessing, cause I always guess it's Shigure, and I'm always wrong. Hello. Pinged. Isumu Imperial Boarding Academy rooftop. That's interesting, it specified rooftop. Location ping from Miki? What does that mean? Come here? Did we arrange something? I don't recall any recent conversations with her. That must be the explanation. Sorry, that was meant for Yahiko. Oh, they going on a date? So it's just, wait, Yahiko? Is she meeting him on a school rooftop? No way. Can't be. Only known each other, what, 4 days? Oh, they are? She is a really big fan of his web series thing. And Misaki has more common sense than that. I need to get to that rooftop. Oh, it was a trap. I swipe at the entrance gate. In a hurried sprint later, I break onto the roof, bracing myself for horror. Instead, I find... well, not a confession scene, thank God. A mass of people are scattered about. Some are donned in festive clothing, while others are clad in black jeans, emblazoned with crew on the back. Among them, a stocky man yells through a large megaphone. Are they recording? Stocky man. Hey, the foot candles are too high. Get me a scrim. And you, what the hell are you putting in that sandbag? It's a C-stand, you idiot. Put it on the other leg. I don't get any of that jargon. Sorry, director. So they are recording. Shizune, where the hell is your kimono? I need you fitted right now. Or maybe... God, I should just stop fucking speculating and read. Or maybe... it's, Fuck, what is her job? She's a model. It's a photo shoot. Is it a film set? Why are they shooting here in the school's rooftop of all places? Because it's scenic as fuck. Intrigued, I decided to take a closer look. Judging by their setup, it seems like they're trying to replicate a festival. Booths are aligned straight down the pathway. A number of people, mostly women of varying ages, mingle amongst each other dressed in traditional kimonos. A brilliant flash of purple catches my eye in a sea of dull colors. In this distance, she almost looks like... Diffuser set, sir. Right, everybody take your positions. Camera. Rolling. Sound. Speeding. Slate. Kazehaya, scene 1. Yamaku, take 1. Marker. Action. Camera's focus on the girl. Camera's focus is... No. The cameras, plural, maybe, focus on a girl dressed in purple. As the group of girls around her chat animatedly, she remains disconnected from the conversation. Her head's lowered as they drift from booth to booth. Cut. Perfect. The crew relaxes into quiet murmurs as the director reviews the footage. Let's try it close to the set for a better look. It's Misaki. It's actually Misaki. Yeah, we saw her like this already. However, as soon as I blink, she disappears among the sea of actors and crew members. It all happened so quickly, I wonder if I merely saw an illusion. Where's Kusanagi? We haven't been able to contact him for a while, sir. What do you mean, haven't been able to contact him? He's the other talent. His manager's not picking up. I need him for the next shot. Get me Kusunoki. Are they gonna... I'll just shut up and watch. I almost jump at the sudden voice behind my ear. Saki's holding a bottle of water, her eyes wide with surprise. This is no illusion. For a moment, my mouth runs dry at just how stunning she looks. You look nice. Fantastic. Paradigm of verbal eloquence right there. Thanks. What are you doing here? Here. Where? Oh. Oh yeah, about that. Not like I can say I thought she was confessing to Yahiko. Where's Yahiko? I don't know. Texted him a while ago, but it doesn't seem like he's coming. He mentioned that he wanted to become a model, so I thought he'd be interested in watching a film shoot. Oh, that's really thoughtful of her. Makes me wonder how big Misaki is. It's not like she gets recognized on the street or swarmed by hordes of fans, but small-timers don't just pick up TV commercials, do they? Hey you, boy. No. A crew member runs up to me, then stoops over, clearly out of breath. You want to be a star? Do I what? claps his hands together, bowing pleadingly. Please, I'm begging you, my job is writing on this one. We can't contact our actor and we need to do this, shoot his scene during noon. Our permit ends today, so we can't shoot tomorrow. If I can't find someone, the director he'll... Misaki, is this guy for real? Seems pretty serious. Okay. That was one of my suspicions, but now... Did she set that up? Did she send me that ping on, quote, accident? Please, you look photogenic and charismatic, and your proportions look identical to Kusanoki's. Besides, seems like you know Kazuhaya, so there'll probably be chemistry and rapport. Making this incredibly ridiculous suggestion sound like a logical solution. If you ask me, I say you should try it. You're always good at acting, weren't you? Sound like I'm a professional, Miki. Come on, it'll be fun. I don't know, should I? Fucking do it. Though, must save. Obviously. Now that I think about it, I guess it would be a change of pace from the incident this morning. Fine. Crew member slaps his hands together, jumping up and down. Even Misaki looked surprised. Guess she was expecting me to come up with an excuse. You will? Yeah, why not? Okay, great. Here's an actor release form. A health waiver form. Temporary contract, call sheet, minor release form, workers' compensation policy, emergency information. Sign on all the lines and we'll fill out the rest when you're done. What the? Is there really this much paperwork in one simple film shoot? Okay, get into that tent. Makeup and wardrobe will have you groomed and ready to go in no time. Before I've had a chance to understand what's going on, I'm being shoved into a large plastic tent. There's brushes, creams, and gels in a bunch of colors I can't even begin to describe. My hair and skin is being pulled every which way. People actually do this for fun. When I'm finally out of the hectic buzz of activity, a crew member takes me beneath the wide spread of a dark umbrella where Misaki is casually sitting on a tall, backed stool, immersed in her phone. I always thought she was beautiful, but in this pose, one leg crossed, elbows tucked in, chin tilted ever so slightly, she looks like a legit model. I shift my eyes elsewhere, clearing my throat. So, 1 second. She taps away on her phone in stoic silence. Ooh, what's the urgency? I'm updating my status. What? Twitter, social media, microblogging. Her responses are terse. Her responses are terse as the brunt of her attention is honed on her phone. She doesn't even spare me a glance. I still don't get why... Shh, this is important. Promptly snatch her phone out of her hand. She squeaks in indignation, grabbing for it. I must stop. She suddenly halts, staring blankly at me for a moment. Oh. What? Because I'm all made up and pretty. You should dress up more often. Which means you'd be real popular with the ladies if you did. Can't help but feel a hint of pleasure at her compliment. What does that have anything to do with the current matter? Why are you always on your phone? Oh, my phone, gimme! You didn't answer my question. I'm warning you. Give me my phone or else. Smirk challengingly, waving her cell in the air. Or else what? Misaki made a sudden lunge for her phone, but before I had the chance to sidestep her, she grabs my waist and attempts to pry it out of my hands. I see her eyes widen as she slips on the length of her kimono. Momentum sends her falling straight into me, and we both spiral to the ground. Ow, my back. Damn. Now look what you did. What I did. You're the one who I stopped short. Finally noticing her proximity. The length of her soft hair brushes over my face, and I find myself turning my head to cover the flush of my cheeks. Misaki, however, uses the moment of fluster as an opportunity to pin my arms against the floor. What are you doing? You have to pay the consequences for taking my phone. If I recall, I gave you this phone after I wanted it at the expo. You wouldn't have won if I didn't force you to go. She got me there. Whatever, you still didn't answer my question from before. Whether they should have dressed you in a kimono for the shoot? Yes, they should have. It's not what I asked. She giggles, and despite my slight annoyance, I can't help but laugh a little. Yama, do you honestly want to know why I'm always on my phone? Because you need social reassurances? I stop at the sudden tilt in Misaki's voice. I didn't think she'd be this troubled by such a simple question. Because you're an addict? No. I mean, partly, but that's not what I'm getting at. And what are you getting at? Do you remember my father, Yama? June? Yeah, I remember him. There was something he told Rui during the New Year's party. After she accidentally burned him with the sparkler. Do you remember that? Yeah, she was bawling her eyes out for hurting him. Typical Rui. Clearly, he was in pain, but he just laughed it off and told her not to cry, that it'd at least be a cool scar for him to remember her by. When I left Seto, I didn't realize I didn't have anything to remember you and Rui. No pictures, no keepsakes, not even a cool scar. So you want to remember everything. She loosens her grip on my wrists and gingerly plucks the phone from my hand. She brings up her screen to my eyes. Her Twitter status reads, "A wild Yama appears. Glad he's helping with the shoot. Look how excited he is." Attached to her status is a photo of me being dragged into the tent by one of the crew members. Just like the last photo she took of me at the Tech Expo, my face is twisted awkwardly here too. I figured this would be a good way to remember our time together. Oh, here's when I took a Rui from yesterday. I smile bitterly as she scrolls to another photo. To see Misaki so concerned about forgetting Rui and I, it's clear she never wanted to leave Seto. Yet all we could ever think about was how it affected us. So that kind of leaves an impending she may leave again. Just how selfish were we? How selfish was I? Misaki, so you're Kusanoki's substitute. Scene director suddenly interrupts, towering above us with an amused grin. Are we still laying on each other? Dear, I was worried you two wouldn't have chemistry. We're starting soon, so you might want to cut your makeout session short. Wait, we're not... Here's the script. Memorize it quick, Ishimoto. You got 5 minutes. Before I have the chance to clear up his misunderstanding, he drops the script next to us and marches off. Looks like we have work to do, Ishimoto. Seems so, Kazuhaya. Shall we? We shall. Once you get off of me. Oh, right. Misaki quickly unmounts, grazing, and dusts off her kimono. I hurriedly glance over the script, and the director continues barking orders at the rest of the crew. From what I can gather, the commercial is advertising a line of kimonos. I'm not sure what I was expecting. Apparently, they're trying to emphasize the fact that their dresses are more vibrant and unique. compared to others by having the main lead, Ryu, spot his close friend Rekia in a large festival. That's what actually happened! It seems the two friends are at odds after Ryu discovered Rekia would be moving away the next day. The scene highlights his apology. Hold up. I'm not gonna say anything. The scene highlights his apology for being angry at her, and then they... Ishimoto! They gonna kiss? I need you and Kazuhaya to take your places. Shit, I haven't finished reading the script yet. There's less to memorize it. Before I can react, we're both already being ushered into position by the crew member. Okay, quiet on set. Camera. But we don't remember what to do. For a moment I remained there, frozen in place. I was able to remember some of my lines, but it looks like I'll need to ad-lib the rest. I think I've heard most commercial actors do it all the time. Then again, I'm not a commercial actor. Before the director has a chance to scold me for stalling, I will my legs to move forward through the crowd anyway. Rick, yeah. Where are you? I call out shakily. At least my panic fits the scene. That's convenient. It isn't long before I spot a familiar flash of purple. I rush towards it, cameras following my every movement along the way. Rekia! Misaki smoothly turns to me, hand over her mouth in surprise. I double over, pretending to be more out of breath than I really am. Whether it seemed believable, I don't have a clue. Ryu, what are you doing here? I draw myself up, looking her straight in the eye. I'm so glad I found you. Why are you here? I thought you never wanted to see me again. I'm sorry, Rekia. My mind goes blank. What comes next? I had no clue what to say, so I decided to spew out whatever comes to mind. I was afraid. I noticed the crew exchange perplexed glances, but they continued filming. I was afraid you were never coming back, that everyone I got close to would only leave, and I'd end up alone. Misaki remains silent. Can't tell if she's just confused that I'm not following the script, or whether she's wondering if there's some deeper meaning behind my words. It's stupid, I know. I was so worried about myself, I never really considered how you must have felt. I'm sorry. Misaki catches her breath. In the lighting, her eyes look glossy. I step forward, intertwining my fingers around hers. You'll forgive me, won't you, Rekia? Ryu. Misaki wraps her arms around my waist, burying her head in my chest. Honestly, I missed you. I missed you too. She looks at me through her tears. I suddenly find her face awfully close to mine. I pull away instinctively. Oops, absently rubbing my arms in embarrassment. Cut! Before I knew it, directors marching toward us with a scowl. What the hell was that about? Sorry for messing up my lines, sir. I'm not talking about the lines, I'm talking about the damn kiss. Kiss. Don't tell me, you didn't even finish reading the script. He thoroughly kneads his temples, sighing deeply. He fetches a copy and shoves it in my chest, aggressively pointing at a segment. Line 14. After apologizing, Ryu leans in and kisses Rekia. End of scene. Despite you screwing up the lines, I decided to use the footage anyway. Wasted too much time already. Just need you to kiss Kazuhaya for the final shot. Really? Do you think that's a bit unfair to ask of him, director? What, aren't you two dating? No, we aren't. Well, I need a kiss scene and I expect to get one, dating or not. Turns away, seemingly done with the conversation. How can you be so inconsiderate? Excuse me? Yama's not even a professional actor. You can't just force him to kiss someone he doesn't love. This isn't about love. He signed a damn contract. He'll do what I tell him to do if he wants to get paid. And that goes for you too, Kazuhaya. Else you can be sure I'll replace both of you. Go ahead and do it for all I care. I value my friend's feelings more than this damn commercial. I lay a hand on her shoulder in an attempt to calm her. As hesitant as I am to kiss her, I wouldn't want her to lose her job. It's fine, it's my fault for not reading the contract. But how do you think Rui would feel? Why would she bring up Rui? Because everybody knows except for you, because you're dumb? Look, I don't have time for this relationship. This is crap. Will you do the scene or not? Yeah. But Yama, then take your positions. The director sends us one last piercing glare before striding back to his chair. No room for argument. Saki and I return to our locked embrace. You sure you want to do this? It's alright, I just thought of an idea. Idea? What are you talking about? Just trust me. I can sense Misaki's apprehension as the camera focuses on us once more. Slate, blah blah blah, action. I'm gonna need to get my face as close to Misaki as possible if I expect this to work. I brush my fingers over her cheeks, slowly tilting her chin upward. For a moment, we remain there suspended. Her eyes, still red from crying earlier, bore into mine questioningly. Just what do you plan on doing? I can hear my heartbeat in my ears. Feel her slight exhale over my lips, smell the light cherry fragrance of her hair. Close my eyes, drifting closer. And when we're just a few hairs apart, I discreetly move my thumb to her lips. Misaki exhales sharply, stiffening at my touch. I almost retreat my hand, afraid that I hurt her, but she only tightens up her grip around my waist to prevent me from moving. God, this is so... What did you... Cut. Good enough. Take 5, everyone. As the crew settles, I instantly draw back, releasing her. That was a stage kiss, wasn't it? Why didn't you tell me you were gonna do a stage kiss? I don't know what that is. I mean, that seems like that would only fool the person who has their eyes closed. I don't know. I must be imagining it wrong. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Before I can cover up my faux pas, a crew member jogs over to us. Ishimoto, right? Thank you so much. Totally saved my hide right there. What? Oh, yeah, no problem. If you wouldn't mind, we still have some papers you need to sign. And the director would like to discuss your pay. Okay. As the crew member leads me away, I give Misaki a departing wave. Instead of waving back, she averts her eyes and slinks back into the changing room. Did I make her mad? You said something dumb. As I speak with the director, there's a lot of numbers, papers, and lengthy terms that I don't completely understand, but from the sounds of it, I've acquired a decent amount of money despite my screw-ups. By the time I return to the set, Misaki's already disappeared. The only people left are around half the crew, who are currently occupied with tearing down the set. Hey, buddy. Hello? Yo, dude, where you at? Why? We're all here at GFC. You getting any of our messages? Messages? God damn it. Are you 100? Oh, should we have sent more? Never mind, I'm on my way. See ya. I cut the call and exit the rooftop, heading straight to GFC. This guy needs to learn some text etiquette. After a couple minutes of uneventful walking, I reach the familiar ambience of the local GFC. Yahiko cheerily waves me over, brandishing a formidable drumstick in his hand. I settle next to him, keeping my eyes off of Rui. For some reason, just looking at her brings back a flood of negative emotions. Oh yeah, 'cause you had a fucked up morning. Good of you to join us, minion. What took you so long? My insides burn with anger, but I keep my gaze on the table, taking a moment to steady my voice before I answer. I was busy. Were you running? Are you getting back into track? No thanks. Oh, I know. You were practicing for my lessons, weren't you? Sly move, my good minion. Did you woo any ladies? I guess. I don't miss the flash of pain that crosses Rui's eyes. I'm stricken with a twinge of guilt, but I shove it away. Dude, don't be mad at her. Wait, really? Damn, our boy's growing up. I don't know. She hasn't responded yet. Wait, what? The lie passes smoothly from my lips. I grab a piece of chicken to quell the nausea in my stomach as Rui quickly straightens, absently playing with her hair. So wait, are we mad at her and are gonna pretend that we're seeking out somebody else, and then we're gonna be like, well, I kissed what's-her-face? That probably means she is an Indio. Figures. I have no clue who'd be interested in Yama. I tighten my grip on the table with my free hand, fighting to stay calm. What's so mad about? Maybe. There's no reason for a girl to wait if she's interested, right? Is this the other you? Multiple personality man? Right. If she liked me, she would have told me right away. Exactly. Damn, I'm an asshole. I angrily tear into the chicken, biting with such force that my jaw aches. Yahiko stares between me and Rui, concern lining his brow. Are you two okay? Now, he's rather perceptive for being such a dummy all the time. Like, emotionally perceptive. I'm fine. Kind of feels like you two got in a fight. We haven't. She says this hesitantly. I know that she herself doesn't know why my mood is so terrible. Honestly, I have no one to blame but myself. I thought that I had given myself enough time to calm down from the forest episode. Apparently it wasn't enough. Shit, was there an extra line there? There was. Apparently it wasn't enough. Now I'm taking it out on the only three people in the world I can call my friends. Dude, we can't help you if you don't know what's wrong. I almost jumped at how serious his voice is. I know, I brought a terrible mood into this place. I need to shake it off. Time at the florist is completely over. My only task for the rest of the day is having fun with my friends. Fun doesn't come with a sour attitude. Sorry, I heard a pretty creepy story this morning, so I'm a bit on edge. You could just tell them, and then you would actually feel better. That's pretty much the whole story when I boil it down. Sounds pretty pathetic. A creepy story? She shoots me a concerned glance, which I honestly deserve. Not exactly known for being gullible or superstitious at all. I shake my head at her, which Masato seems to take as guilt. Don't worry about it, man. We all got our off days. Thanks. Oh, if we're talking about creepy stories, I got a great one. It's an urban legend that's been around the Academy for forever. It's called... Is it gonna be the... No, it's not. The Vanishing Janitor. What kind of dumb name is that? Well, you know how we don't have after-school cleanup, right? Yeah, because the school costs an arm and a leg to attend, especially without scholarships. Everyone knows that we have a janitor. You see him collecting garbage, bagging it up, stacking it in the cart. Wait, didn't you say something the other day about not knowing... I don't know, wait a minute. Didn't I have to... Yeah, see? I guess his observation skills have finally leveled up. But have you noticed that the janitor never actually walks out of the gate? Of course not. It's a visual eyesore that would be damaging to the school's image. Then, good minion, my question to you is this. Where does the trash go? Now that he mentions it, it is pretty odd. That's kind of like saying, how does Dunkin' Donuts get all their donuts if they don't bake them on site? The truck actually pulls up every morning at like 3 a.m. and delivers a whole shit ton of donuts. Oh, I see what you're saying. The dumpster's outside of the school by the street, near the back of the campus. Is this actually going to be how they're stealing people at night for blood? And the front gate's allegedly the only way to enter or exit the school. That's why the academy is considered to be so safe. But that janitor doesn't take the junk out of the gate, but you have to in order to reach the dumpster. And that is our predicament. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder what the explanation can be. A trash chute? Of course I have my own theory, which is magic. Close enough. The janitor actually has the ability to travel to another dimension. He takes all of our trash to the land of missing socks. You know how you do a closed cycle of laundry with a certain number of pairs of socks? You always come out with one extra. Usually it's one short. Just because one of them spun so fast that it vanished to this other dimension. Right, there are little wormholes here and there too. Like under the bed, or couch, behind the laundry machine. It's why they spontaneously disappear, only to reappear again. So that's where the janitor takes the trash. The same dimension where there are missing socks. Maybe his dumbness is actually just calculated. He's trying to cheer me up. That is simultaneously the most brilliant and most stupid idea I've ever heard from you. I agree with that. You lost me at dimensions, man. Ha! Your plebeian mind simply can't comprehend my sheer intellect. It's sheer, alright. Not in the sense you're thinking of. Well, now that Yahiko's finished with his conspiracy theory, what do you guys want to do for the rest of the day? Kill snacks? It's not a conspiracy theory, it's a fact. How about we head into town? Town? You mean District 8? Yeah. Ain't that where all the lively stuff happens? It's the most affluent district in Isamu, and the word affluent is currently escaping my dictionary. Vocabulary. So there's definitely a lot of flourishing commerce and technology. But usually, every recreational activity comes with a heavy price tag. Guess, yeah. Think of anything in particular? Dunno. If something catches our interest, we should check it out. Huh. Normal day, just kicking back. It does feel like it's been a while since we hung out together. Even going to the amusement park yesterday was, in some ways, more tiring than relaxing. I'm down. Sounds like fun. Finish up the chicken and head to the subway. Hey, this is a new scene. It's less crowded than usual. Probably because today is technically a weekend. Like all other Isamu subways, the platform is immaculate. There's no sign of dust, much less any scrap of trash. Quality public transportation seems to be a big boasting point of the city. There's hardly a whisper of sound as the doors seamlessly slide open, or as the subs barrel down the rails. The what? Solidifying the care crafted into the situation. What is that billboard? Is that a sign that's saying do not stab people? See, left side of the screen, that little billboard, there's two stick figures, and the one on the left, the one with the black body, is like kinda lunging at the other one, and he's got his one arm cocked back with what looks like a knife in it. And there's a big X across it like, don't do this. We board the next train to District 8. What's that word again? An affluent street with skyscrapers that seem to fade into the clouds. It's packed this time of day. A sidewalk full of rich housewives and groups of teens on shopping trips. The bright lights of store displays shine with deceptive welcome, as if the workers care about something other than the wallet size of their customers. Hey, Peach friend! Just down the street, I notice a familiar mop of red hair in front of a large gaming store. Oh, isn't that Ari? I peer over the crowd of heads to the other side of the street. Yep, it's definitely Ari. Staring emptily through the glass display without a care in the world. So when she whips out the peach next, I'm gonna call it, because I don't know how long this has been going. And I'm gonna kinda stop playing this for the rest of the night, so this way, when I come to it tomorrow, I'll see the peach and be automatically excited to play more. Or read more. Oh yeah, that little one. Maybe we should invite her to hang out with us. Yeah, otherwise I just assumed we were gonna get to see a peach, and I'll never get to stop. Are you kidding? Her? Dude, you guys got along. Shut up. What did she possibly do to you? Oh, clearly there's something wrong with her. She didn't fall for my irresistible charm. But it gets even better. I did a little digging. I'm gonna smack you. And it turns out that anyone who talks to her mysteriously goes missing the next day. Really? Oh, give me a break. Nam and I talked to her 2 days ago and we're still around. So were you for that matter. Give it time. This is ridiculous. Yeah, we should invite her, right? Abso-freaking-lutely. Not even gonna save. Hell yeah. What? How could you betray me like this? Thanks. Okay, go get her. Who, me? Who else? About to protest, but Rui shoves me in the street the moment the light turns green. I like how all of their voices are kind of... I should put voices in quotes, but they're just kind of like, I don't have to think to make them happen. They just are instinctive at this point. Go. sighing, plod across the street, weaving my way through the crowd until I reached the game store. At a closer glance, I realized that Ari isn't blankly looking at the store. She's smiling, purely, lightly, with a genuine sparkle to her eyes. I almost feel like I'm interrupting something important. She is kind of smiling. Little tiny baby smile. Uh-oh. Ari turns to me. Her expression opens curiously. Fancy meeting you here at this place. In a public street, in front of a game store. On the weekend. Actually, it's not very unusual, is it? Again, no response. It'd be easier to get a reaction out of the brick wall. So, what kind of game are you interested in? Kirby? Pokemon? Harry only smiles and points to the far corner of the store. A twisted poster of terrifyingly grotesque zombies rise from the fog of a special Left Alive display. Alright, what is that? Left Alive. I know it's something dead. What's the opposite of left? It's not right. Found? I don't know, that one escapes me. It's something dead though. Maybe it's Left 4 Dead. Wait, what? Shit. Left Alive? Yes. I rack my brain as to why a cute, frail girl would be interested in such a horrific game. Because it's fun. It doesn't matter that it's horrific. You like Left 4 Dead? You can save creatures from their miserable lives by murdering them. So, do you like Summon Allegiance, Nimbus, those kinds of shooters? Summon Allegiance. Call of Duty. Nimbus. Skyrim? Skyrim a shooter? I don't know. No. What other games do you like? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Fugue. Fugue. Ooh, wait. The survival horror game that gave Yahiko nightmares for 2 months. I don't know what fugue means, but I'm assuming that this is Slender. You mean Fugue, Fall of Shadows? Oh, it's gonna bug me. What does fugue mean? Hang on. It's actually gonna bug the shit out of me if I don't know. Oh. Okay. That's why that word was bugging me out. So like a fugue state is at minimum a reference to our fugue state where we shit, did that break it? Better fucking not. Come on. There we go. Okay. Did not break it. Sorry. In Fugue, Fall of Shadows. Yes. So you like the adrenaline rush? I don't play it for fun. Yeah, yes you do. Then why do you play it? It's educational. The fuck? How is it educational? It shows me how I would never want to die. Something about the way she says that is terribly ominous. Almost like a girl who's planning her funeral before her wedding. I see. We fall into a short silence as my mind runs blank. I don't even remember what I was supposed to be doing. What games do you like? Anything with a good story, I guess. Visual novels? Sure. What would you call this? Clear 4? I don't know, random number. What kind? From what I've played, Unright, I guess. Destiny, Departure Dawn was long but good, and Konpeki Shonen, I guess. I don't know enough visual novels to guess what any of those are. Great, way to sound certain. Ari's gaze drifts off into the distance. I can't tell if she's thoughtful or bored. Maybe talking about visual novels bore her. What was I supposed to be talking about again? Jesus, you take forever. Oh yeah. Really pops up next to me, almost as if out of nowhere. So did you. Me? Crossing the street. Just giving you time to invite her, you idiot. Oh, alright, hanging out with us. Do you want to come with us? We're gonna do something fun, probably. Maybe. That sounded really creepy. What? We don't actually know what we're doing. Well, how about this? Hey, where's what's-his-face? He points to an advertisement in the corner of the shop display. Cafe... No. Café de la Paix. Karaoke now open for business. But Elizabeth works there, and we haven't seen her in a while, so I guess she's due for an appearance. Interesting. I remember that Café de la Paix has another branch in this district, but I never expected it to be open for karaoke. Okay, so it's not the one she works at. There he is. Karaoke sounds fun. Nothing like belching out your lungs after a day of running. My ideas are always the best. Alright, you wanna come with us? Please. It'd be more fun if I wasn't the only girl. Yeah, it'd be nice to have an actual girl around. Yeah, it would. Yama tries the best he can, but he just doesn't cut it. Sick burn. It seems to amuse even Ari. His mouth tweaks upwards, an embarrassed facsimile of a smile. However, I see her eyes narrow a little, still processing my question. Karaoke? Yeah, just some friendly competition to show off our voices. Not that you'll have much competition in the ladies' division. Aw, Yama, don't beat yourself up. Your voice isn't that bad. You seriously walk into that joke twice? I'm losing my edge. However, it elicits its intended effect. Ari finally shares her gaze with us again, and her smile returns. Very well. Really? Great. She eagerly pulls Ari along as Masato bolts down the street with renewed vigor. I notice that Yahiko follows at a cautious distance, uncertainty in his eyes. Entering the cafe brings a sharp sense of deja vu. The notable exception that there's no uptight British cashier at the counter. I'm starting to lose hope that there will be a Peach in my future. When we inquire into karaoke, we're shown to a small yet comfortable back room with clean wooden panels and velvet carpeting. It feels less like a cheap room for belting discordant tunes, more like a miniature stage at a theater. Okay, clock's ticking, so I ain't spending much time on explaining. We'll choose one song except the judge. Who's the judge? Me. Hey, I volunteer. What? Hell no. Yeah, you're not getting away that easy. And I ain't singing without my rival to rival. Better pick my words carefully here, or I'll actually have to sing. We are rivaling. Your skill as a contestant versus my skill as a judge. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Are you serious? I wanted to fail. Look, we gotta get this competition underway, so I'm moving on. Yama's the judge. We all sing a song. Seems simple enough. But wait, there's a catch. You gotta sing the song that the person on your right chooses. This means that Masato would choose a song for Ari, Ari for Yahiko, Yahiko for Rui, and Rui for Masato. Oh boy, this matchup's gonna yield some interesting results. And I'm gonna have to figure out what the songs actually are. That's kind of fun. It gives you something to figure out. Masato passes around a small tablet. Each person takes their time selecting a song. I wonder what they're gonna choose. Knowing Yahiko and Masato, I'm sure they'll pick something weird. But what about Ari and Rui? Ari is gonna pick something metal as fuck. Finally, they all seem satisfied with their choices and settle onto the couch. Clear my throat, dramatically tapping a finger against my armrest. So, who's first? I guess I'll go. Brave soul. She walks up to the miniature stage where the microphone is set up. You better not have chose something weird, Yahiko. Don't worry, I chose the opening to my favorite anime. Wait, wasn't his favorite anime Super Heart Magical Girl Lyrical Chan? I have a guess, but like I've seen the whole show, but I never committed the name to memory because it's so long. And also, I don't think the title was ever given a proper translation, so. Rui pales as I struggle to hold back my laughter. Good luck, Rui. By which I mean this will be hilarious. This song is called Lovey-Dovey Magical Heart Prism. Must regret going first. Rui timidly touches the screen to start the song. An energetic, bouncy tune begins to play, accompanied by Yahiko enthusiastically bobbing his head. Nah, I'm not. Oh god. High-pitched voice combined with off-key vocals pound my eardrums mercilessly. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't recognize any of this. She curls into a little ball on the stage as the song finally comes to a close. Is it over? Is it? Yes, it's over. I'm free. You manage to clap politely as Rui descends from the stage, your knuckles white from gripping the microphone. So, how was it? I got to choose my words wisely here. It was colorful, yet it had personality and depth, an original performance. Original in more ways than one. Thankfully, the others nod with me in agreement. Rui smiles at my vague compliment. Thanks, guys. Masato, are you going next? Yep. Lay it on me, Rui. What'd you choose? I don't know. I picked a random song. I wonder how this will turn out. Shit. I guess I'll cut it after this karaoke session then. And I'll hope for a peach in the future of the next one. My song is called He Immediately Expels a Stream of Vulgar Words into the Atmosphere. I didn't even know so many inappropriate terms could fit into one song title. I take a quick peek outside and make sure there aren't any little kids around. Wait, what? Okay guys, you ready? No, I'm not. Here we go! Never heard so many expletives sung in rapid succession like that in my entire life. The look on Rui's face make it seem like she's been scarred. Even Ari's eyes widened throughout the performance. Thankfully, the song's even shorter than Lovey-Dovey Magical Heart Prison. Misery is short-lived. That was awesome. Thanks, man. What'd you guys think? I switched their voices. Just as I was saying how good I was doing at that. Well, he looks expectantly around the room, but Rui and I fix our gazes on the floor. I shouldn't have picked a song at random. An awkward silence pervades the room. I guess it's my turn. Oh no. Is she actually going to be great? She walks to the microphone with a dispassionate expression. She doesn't seem to be even slightly embarrassed, which I find surprising. Why? I don't think inhibition is one of her, weak suits? I don't know how to phrase that. You should be honored. This is a good song. Oh, please don't let this one be as bad as the last. Ari gives the screen a brief glance, but shows no reaction to the title she sees. She only picks up the microphone and immediately starts the song. A rather lively ensemble of drums, bass, and guitars play, characteristic of rock and roll. Ari grips the microphone with the charisma of a professional. Yeah, she's gonna be great. She taps her right foot to the beat of the drums. When the lyrics pop up on the screen, she puts her lips close to the microphone. Why is it playing a music box? You're from Mars and I'm from Earth, and you were birthed a hero's birth. Am I hallucinating again? Is this beautiful voice really Ari's? Or is I just born as little old me in a small town, normal as could be? She's actually great. No, better than great. She's amazing. You're hot and I'm cold, and neither of us do what we're told. I can feel the power of emotion coming from her angelic voice. It's like she was the original singer. What if she is? But don't you see that could be a sign? Her dance movements are perfectly synchronized with the lyrics. I feel as though I'm attending an actual concert. That we were meant to be. I can feel the joy emanating from Ari as she sings. Her face is lively and filled with energy, a stark contrast to her normally expressionless face. That we're totally complementary. The song completes to its last beat, and Ari, panting heavily, places the microphone back on the stand. She wipes the beads of sweat from her forehead. She then immediately regains her usual poker face, as if what had just happened was merely a dream, and approaches us, awaiting our judgment. How did I do? You were fucking incredible. You win. How'd you do? That was the best singing by far. Performance was probably on the same level as a professional singer. Your singing was wonderful. You should do an encore. Hell yeah, it was right good. I guess it was alright. I mean, at least it was better than Rui's singing. Oh, you loved it. Shut up. He's starstruck. It was great, Ari. You have an amazing voice. I didn't know you liked those types of songs. She gave a slight nonchalant shrug at my words. I don't. They're too easy. Sick burn. She thought that song was too easy? Now, I'm curious as to how she would have sounded if Masato picked a more difficult song. Well, now it's my turn. Let's see what song you chose. This is the one Ari picked, I guess? In a similar fashion to the rest of the group, he hops up on stage and looks down at the screen. Oh, you chose one of my favorites, Death by Devils. Doesn't sound too friendly. I picked it randomly. No, you didn't. Not another random selection. I'm worried about this one. Okay guys, give me a sec to warm up. The song's a doozy. Clears out his throat multiple times before grabbing the mic and starting the song. A blast of heavy metal bursts from the speakers. I cover my ears from the sudden spiked volume. Yaiko must have increased the volume. Yeah! Oh my... what is this? His scream almost knocks me backwards. The others are just as dumbstruck as I am. The devil sends his demon at me. I got no choice to fight for my own survival. I can barely hear the lyrics he's shouting out. It's more like he's screaming in tune than actually singing. It's actually not bad, just strange. He stomps on the stage, hands sweeping up and down in an imaginary air guitar riff. Falling into darkness, the wrath of terrors pass, sinking over my head and clawing at my last. Powerfully leaps up, landing with a finishing resonant chord. I can feel my heartbeat slowly returning to normal. She did not pick that song at random, and I was right to guess that about her. I win something. I should win a peach. Honestly, it was a lot better than I was expecting. It's definitely different, but not in a bad way. I ain't ever heard someone sing like that before. Man, how do you scream like that for the whole song? Nothing to it. Just pick up the microphone and scream as loud as you can. And when you feel like your throat's about to fall off, you keep on screaming. Masato stares blankly at Yahiko, as though he just asked the dumbest question to the dumbest boy in the world. Which he did. Well, I guess it's time for me to pick the winner. That is kinda how you do metal singing, though. You just kinda get past it. In my opinion, Ari won by a landslide. Now all I have to do is... Hold on a sec. Forgot to mention that the winner has to sing a duet with Yama. You prick. Wait a minute. Great idea, Masato. Shit. She knows that I don't like to sing in front of other people. She's just trying to rub it in. Maybe if I stall for some time. Come on, hurry up and pick someone. If I can't escape the situation, then I'll just have to pick the least deadly poison. Really, dude. Yahiko will most likely pick another Screamo song. In that case, all I'd have to do is scream in tune for a couple minutes. Or I could choose Ari. She sings so well that it would easily overshadow my horrible singing. Problem is, if I pick Ari, I would convey some weird messages. And try to send her a subtly apologetic look as I turn to Yahiko. Oh, Yahiko, you ready to belt out another one? Of course I am. Excellent choice, my good minion. I'm clearly the best singer here. After Ari's performance, I'm not sure I can agree, but certainly not incompetent, that's for sure. Rui and Masato, on the other hand, seem to disapprove of my decision. They're staring at me like I just made a terrible mistake. Here's this really nice slow one called The Reign of 20 Years. I'd have done it earlier, but it's a duet. song? Yeah, it's a slow power ballad. No. I'm looking forward to hearing this. Shit. If I'd known this would happen, I'd have picked Ari. I sing slow songs. Nevertheless, Nico starts the song, which is hailed in by an elegant piano intro. Wait, oh. Okay. He nods at me eagerly. I feel sick. Don't you see that we'd be perfect? 'Cause, darling, you're divine. I can't continue. While Ari looks passive as ever, and Rui seems to even, dare I say it, enjoy my singing. Masado's doubled over in laughter. I quickly plopped the microphone back onto its stand. Huh? What are you doing? I'm morally opposed to singing the song. Hi, you're not that atrocious. Oh, thanks, Rui. But we just got to the best part. And with one large breath, he bellows in a vibrating warble. We instinctively clamp our hands over our ears. Note to self, screaming is not the same thing as singing. Make it stop. Somebody make it stop. Shit, even Ari's wincing in pain, and that's saying something. Did the owner? Yeah. Someone yanks the cable on the karaoke machine and the music's abruptly cut off. Send my praises to the heavens. Hey, I was almost at the bridge. Cable dangles from Ari's fingers. It's getting late. Damn. Yahiko clearly deflates at his lost opportunity to belt, but I quickly grasp this chance to end our misery once and for all. We better head out before we get into trouble. I hurriedly usher the group out of the room and return the key to the counter. Then again, despite all the terrible singing I've heard, the experience has been pretty fun. I love that billboard. No stabbing zone. When we reconvene at the main street, everyone seems pleased but worn out. That was an afternoon well spent. That's a good way to end the weekend. Meet. So, we heading back? Yep. Actually, I've got some errands to run around here. We'll join you. Nope. No, I'll be just fine. It's, for women's things. Yahiko instantly pales, but Masato only nods in understanding. I, on the other hand, raise a curious eyebrow to Rui. She's never, ever used that kind of excuse in the 10 years I've known her. She notices my question and only shakes her head with an odd little smile. See you guys later. She dodges into the nearest store, disappearing amongst the crowd. Please pull out a peach. It's almost my curfew. I'll head back with you, minion. What are you gonna do? Me? I'm gonna be a gentleman and walk Ari home. I'm gonna cut it here. So, by the time I get the rest of these uploaded, I should have more ready to go. Not that anyone cares, because nobody watches this shit. But I have fun doing it anyway, so. And I actually do. I guess that's all that matters. Alright, so, ba-da-bum-ba-dum-bye.